wanna go sleep with me now?
You gonna tell Mama a story?
Let's see. When I have a new story.
You have a new story?
Which is the truth of stick.
Really?
Once upon a time, there was an evil army of monsters.
Oh no.
And the wizard saved him.
He did?
And somebody needs the help too.
Oh.
Which is douchebag. Mama, seriously, you got to name him douchebag.
Okay, can we pick a different name?
Let's see. Oh, how about the Gruffalo? That Graham.
It's okay. Well, tell me a different story. Tell me the Goldilocks story.
Oh, and I have these stories called The Witch.
Really?
Do you want me to tell you it? Once upon a time, there was a witch made of candy over a house.
Oh, the Hansel and Gretel story.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, if you tell me Goldilocks, I'll tell you Hansel and Gretel.
Oh, once upon a time,
there was a little girl named Goldilocks. And she went into this house.
And the 3 bears.
And she was very hungry. So she went to the table. She went to the table and she found the food.
And she ate. And this one is too hot. This one's too small.
Too cold.
Too cold. And this one's just wet. This mama was, right, Mama? And
she wanted to go sit in the chair.
And this one's too big. This one's too hard. And this one's just wet.
That's wet. And then she was sleepy.
And she fell into bed. And she said, this one is too big.
Too hard.
Too hard. And this one's too cold.
Too soft.
Too soft. And this one's just wet.
Yep.
And then the
bears
come in. And somebody's been in my house.
Somebody ate his food?
Yep. Somebody's sitting here and sleeping in his bed.
No, the daddy bear said, somebody's been eating my soup. And the mama bear said, tell me it.
Oh, I forgot. Somebody's been eating my food.
That's right.
Somebody be eating my food. Somebody was eating my food. That was a tiny one.
What about the chairs?
Somebody's been eating my chair. Somebody be eating my chair. I can't do it when you're laughing.
I'm not laughing.
No, I can't.
Okay, fine. So then they went upstairs to the bedroom.
And Mama Bear said, someone's been sleeping in my bed. And Baby said, somebody's been sleeping in my bed, but just staying in. Right, Mama? And they put the covers right. And this is our Goldilocks. And she won, and she found the house. And that's the end.
Oh, okay. What about the little pigs and the big bad wolf?
Oh, it's not unlocked.
Oh, we hadn't unlocked that story yet.
No, we gotta tell more Grinsel and Heddle.
Grinsel and Heddle?
Yeah, we gotta tell more stories of that one.
Oh, you want to hear Hansel and Gretel?
Again.
And again.
And then you can lock it.
And then I can unlock the big bad wolf? Okay.
No, I can.
Okay. Are you going to tell Hansel and Gretel, or you want me to tell it?
But I can unlock it with a key, but it's stuck.
Okay.
When you tell stories to me, it gets unlocked.
When I tell stories to you, it gets unlocked?
You got 2 lockers.
Okay. Well, what about Hansel and Gretel?
Yeah.
Are you going to tell it?
Once upon a time, there was a Gretel and Handle. I don't think she...
And they got lost in the woods.
Yeah, and they found candy made of her house. And the witch come out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And somebody's been in my house, right?
Mm-hmm.
And someone, come on in, I will feed you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's all they
That's
eat.
right. They eat out all the candy.
They were sleepy?
No, and then she put Hansel in a cage and said that she was going to fatten him up and eat him.
You eat them?
And what'd he do? When she told him to stick his arm out so she could feel how fat he was, he stuck out a chicken bone. And she said, "Boy, you gonna have to eat some more." Right?
Yeah.
So every day she would bring him food and food and food, trying to fatten him up. And when he would stick his arm out so she could measure how fat he was, he'd stick that chicken bone out the bars of his cage. And she couldn't see because she had bad eyes. So she would feel that bone and go, "Woo, Lord, you got to eat some more, boy."
Yeah.
Right?
Is he sleepy now?
Am I sleepy?
No. Hansel and Gretel.
Hansel and Gretel didn't get sleepy, baby. That was Goldilocks.
No, in the bedroom when they was in the cage.
No, you're mixing your stories up.
Oh.
But so the witch got really, really hungry because Hansel wasn't gaining any weight. And one day she said, "Well, it doesn't matter how fat you've gotten, I'm going to have to eat you anyway." So she got him out of the cage, and she told Gretel to go turn the oven on. And Gretel turned it on, and she said, "I don't think it's hot enough." And she said, "Silly girl, all you got to do is open the door like this and check it out." And Gretel said, "I don't know how to do that. Show me." And she opened the door and she stuck her head in, and Gretel kicked her in the butt and knocked her over in the oven and then locked the door behind her, and she burned it all up.
Is that the end?
No, and then she untied Hansel and they left, and they went home and lived happily ever after.
The end?
The end.
Hey. How you mark it?
We unlocked the Big Bad Wolf story.
Yeah.
Once upon a time, there was 3 little pigs. One pig lived in a straw house, and one piggy lived in a wooden house, and one piggy lived in a brick house. Right?
Right.
And there was a big bad wolf, and he wanted to eat the piggies. And he went to the first house, and he knocked on the door, and he said, little pig, let me in." And the pig said,
What did Big say?
"Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin." Right?
What?
And the wolf said, little pig, you better let me in,
I'll blow your house down, right?
or I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down. And the pig said, "Just you try it." And the wolf said,
You can't do that in my face when you're doing it.
and he blew the piggy's house down. But before he could gobble him up, the piggy ran to his brother's house. And he lived in a wood house. And he said, "Let me in quick, the wolf's after me." So he let him in, and they slammed the door. And it wasn't too long before the wolf came up, and he knocked on the door, and he said, little pig, let me in." And the pig said, what'd he say? "Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin." And the wolf said, little pig, let me in, or I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down." But the pigs wouldn't open the door. So the wolf, he said, and he blew their house down. But before he could gobble them up, they ran to their brother's house. And they said, "Brother, brother, let us in. The wolf is after us, and he is going to eat us up." His brother opened the door, and he let him in, and he slammed the door, and he locked it. And he said, "You'll be safe here. That wolf can't get us." So the wolf came up to the door, and he knocked on the door, and he said, little pig, let me in." And the piggy said,
"Not who by my Jenny Tinge." Those 3 of them.
"Yeah, there's 3 of them." And the wolf said, little pig, let me in, or I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down." But the piggies wouldn't let him in. So he said, but when he blew out all of his air, the house was still standing there. He couldn't blow that brick house down, and the pigs laughed and laughed and laughed.
Yeah.
So the wolf, you know what he did? What do you think he did?
He tried to what the piggy said when he changed colors.
This is not a werewolf story.
Huh?
There is no changing. He went around behind the house, and he climbed up on the roof, and he was going to go down the chimney, right?
Right.
He was going to pull a Santa Claus on him, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yep. But the pigs, they heard him on the roof, so they went over to the fireplace, and they built a fire right quick. And they built it up, and they built it up till it was so hot. But the wolf climbed down the chimney, and he didn't realize that there was a fire, and he caught his tail on fire. And he said, "Whoa, that hurts." So he climbed out of the chimney, and he ran down to the lake, and he put the fire out on his tail in the lake. And then he went home and ate a salad.
What?
A salad, like with lettuce and tomatoes and stuff.
Oh, yeah, and it has favorite food is piggies.
Yeah. Child.
Do you remember that buffalo I told you yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and that's unlocked when I told
Ooh,
you.
the Gruffalo story. We haven't done that one tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah. There once was a mouse. Right?
How you tell that story?
Okay.
Tell that story.
Messed it up. All right. Let me start over. Right?
Right.
A mouse went for a walk in the deep, dark wood. A fox saw the mouse, and the mouse looked good. "Where are you going, little brown mouse?" "Come for a feast in my underground house." "That's terribly kind of you, fox, but no." "No? I'm off to have tea with a gruffalo."
That's for the owl.
"A gruffalo? What's that?" "Why, didn't you know?"
Mhm.
Did you know?
Mhm.
He has terrible teeth and terrible tusk and terrible claws and terrible teeth in his terrible jaws.
Oh, and his favorite food is
What's his favorite food?
roasted fox.
Roasted fox. Oh my goodness. Well, I'll see you later, little brown mouse. And the fox ran off.
Mhm.
And the little mouse went for a walk in the deep, dark wood.
Again.
A snake saw the mouse, and the mouse looked good. "Where are you going, little brown mouse?" "Come for a feast in my log pile house."
Yep.
"That's terribly kind of you, Snake, but no. I'm off to have tea with a Gruffalo."
Hey, it's a Gruffalo.
"What's a Gruffalo? Why, didn't you know?"
He squeezed him, he couldn't tell anything, right?
Right. How did he tell the snake he looked?
Rumbled snake.
Scrambled snake, that's his favorite food.
Yeah.
But he told him how he looked first. He's got purple prickles all down his back.
Mm-hmm.
His eyes are orange.
Yep. His head is orange. His tongue is black, right?
That's right. His eyes are orange. His tongue is black. He has purple prickles all down his back. "Where are you meeting him, Mouse?" said the snake. "Oh, I'm meeting him here by this lake." "By this lake," said the snake. Oh, shit. I keep forgetting the words.
Cool. I have the words.
You have the woods?
Yeah.
What happens next? His favorite food is scrambled snake. And then what happened? A mouse took a walk in the deep, dark wood.
The snake.
An owl saw the mouse, and the mouse looked good. "Where are you going, little brown mouse? Come and have tea in my treetop house." "I'd love to, Owl," said the mouse, "but no. I'm off to have tea with a Gruffalo."
Yep. And then?
And then?
It's in the then too.
Silly old owl, doesn't he know there's no such thing as the Gruffalo?
Oh, and then the Gruffalo's been unlocked.
Yeah, the Gruffalo got unlocked.
Which is...
Well, what happened after that?
Oh, he swam. He said, oh dear.
Oh dear.
Oh, he just fell.
And the Gruffalo said, "You look good. I think you'd taste good on a piece of bread." And the mouse said, "Good? Don't call me good. I'm the scariest creature in these woods." And the Gruffalo said, "Okay. Walk behind me and you'll see. Everyone is afraid of me."
Wow.
Rawr. How did he go? How did he go?
Laugh. Laugh like that voice.
Yeah, and then he said, "Rawr."
Wow.
Rawr.
Wow.
Rawr, rawr.
Wow.
Are you going to tell me one more story before I go to sleep?
I can't because I'm sleepy.
You're sleepy, so you can't tell me any more stories?
I can in the morning.
You can in the morning?
It's a phrase.
Say your prayers. Now I lay me.
Down to sleep.
I pray the
The
Lord.
Lord might. I can do it.
Okay.
I can do it when I close my eyes.
Okay.
I play the sword, my shoulder cape. If I die for I won't sing it.
I thought you said you was going to do it. If I should die before I wake, I pray the Lord my soul to take. Amen.
Good night.
Good night, baby.
For you.
Who loves you, baby?
You do. You your kiss. Can you go to sleep now?
Night, night. Love you.
Night, night. I love you. Sleeping.
Sweet dreams.
chickens too.